ain't getting nothing for free.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy, The Business, coming back at you live for episode 25 of The Business. Let's be real. Tonight's special guest, I was lucky enough to get him on episode 2 to talk about some of the things that they were working with Steller Artworks and Steller Impressions. I've known this couple for a long time, love these guys. They're family to me. Super proud that I'm always able to talk to this young man and always pick his brain about what's going on in the art world, what's going on with sports. Me and this guy talk UFC, chat it up all the time, and we have great times all the time. So yeah, I'm super happy to have him back on. We're going to recap some of episode 2, kind of talk about some exclusive deal that he had going on at the time. He's going to go into some of that, and then we're going to talk about, Steller Artworks and Steller Impressions and where they are now and where they're looking to go in the future. So, with that being said, The Business, let's be real. Episode 25 begins now. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to The Business, Let's Be Real, with special guest Tim Steller from Steller Artworks. Tim, how you doing tonight, man?
What's up, guys? Doing great, feeling great. Thanks so much for having me on the show. Love being here.
Oh, man, I appreciate you so much.
Cheers from afar.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we were talking some earlier about what's been going on. I'm always keeping up on the Instagram because I know you're blasting on there, showing all the stuff that you guys are working. And, yeah, super excited to always watch, what you guys got in store, because it's so crazy what you guys have just been thinking of and transpiring and just putting together.
It's just, it's a nonstop roller coaster ride for us as well. That's my wife and I, and it's just cool because we're getting so much opportunity to work with so many people's, let's say, their passion. They've always wanted to have this, or they've been looking around for a certain table and they just can't find something that they really want. And that's what we're trying to eliminate, is that factor. Like, you're just shopping online trying to pick something that's okay. With us, you're actually building it along with us as far as like what the color should be, the height, the width, what the exact final product will look like at the end. So I mean, it's a real kind of like a great relationship you get a chance to do with these people, and trust me, it's equally receptive. So we love it. We're lucky.
It's awesome. It's so cool. It's so cool. I mean, and that's what, we talked about it earlier. I mean, the piece that I have here in the background is one of your early pieces.
Vintage. I call it a vintage piece.
Yeah. That is. That's an old rustic vintage piece. And
I love it, man. Look how cool it still looks.
Oh yeah. I love that piece too. That's why it sits in the background of my show, man, because I love that.
Of course, bro. That's hands down.
Like you did a super cool G7, and we're gonna get into that one later because that's on your page, and we'll show that one later for the boy, man. That was super cool to do, and I mean, like he said, he customizes so much, and it's just so cool. Like, I can't wait. I mean, do you want to kind of somewhat talk about, I touched on it about from episode 2. I know you guys were looking at signing a deal, and you couldn't announce it really at that time. But I mean, can you talk about that?
Yeah, I'd love to. Actually, we were lucky enough to get a really sweet opportunity to work with a really large store here based out of Florida called Modern Brothers Living Furniture Style Store, and they have just an amazing display just to begin with. So just to be considered to be put on their shelf, or even next to some of their, more high-end names, that's a great opportunity for us, because obviously it's a win-win, really, because they're having a chance to showcase local talent. And at the same time, here we are putting up our homemade artwork instead of a big-name store where all these thousands of people are going to see it and hopefully purchase it. But it's really cool because we got a really good opportunity. We're hoping it's going to work out. It just started off, but we're all very optimistic. And that's just kind of like the beginning of who knows how many other chapters that could happen out of that, because there's who knows how many stores down here that specialize in that Florida coastal living, and that's really the niche that we're trying to feed, is that kind of crowd, because we have a very eclectic look towards our work that has a combination from woodworking to oceanic colors and then even LED lights. So it's a really easy fit for that kind of environment. But getting a chance to work for a big store is just like a dream for an artist, right? you get a chance to start off by just doing small little things out of your garage, and then put stuff inside of a tent in hopes that somebody else likes it. And then next thing you know, you got orders left and right. And then to the point where you're in a store. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm glad that, it was cool to watch it from the beginning. And, we talked about it, like I said before, in episode 2. And then we talked about just, the growth of the business, like how, it didn't take you long really to break off. You started putting in, you started putting in real work. As soon as you could, and you were able to get yourself,
established quickly. Just because I want to make sure you can appeal towards, let's say, the new homeowner or somebody who's been looking to redecorate. But not only that too, but what I'm trying to really approach is the businesses out there for custom logos, or even just something like a signage display to put behind a host stand, something like that. So restaurants, bars, hotels, that's a big advantage for me, because now I'm putting up a large piece of artwork in the public. So a lot more people will get a chance to see that. I'm lucky enough to have a couple pieces hanging in Marina Jacks, and that is like a big business card on the wall. So luckily I've gotten a couple orders from that.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Man. Yeah.
I know that you've gotten actually, there's a couple of restaurants in the downtown area. I know Marina Jack's one of them that has quite a few pieces of yours.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, man. A couple different bars and breweries as well. And it's just get a chance to get them out there once again. And for the business, they get something very passionately made out of wood and all that. And then at the same time, it's, for me, a great advantage for everybody else to see it too.
Yeah. I remember the early project with, was it Cask and Ale, when you did all their all the taps?
Yeah, I did all the beer tap handles. That was pretty cool. So each one had a letter, and it luckily spelled out the whole cask and ale. And, once again, how do you beat that?
No, that was so cool. That's what I mean. I know you did one in one of the Italian restaurants down in Saluto.
Yeah, Salute. That's right downtown, man. Like, that's right in the heart of it all. So that's a great little spot. And that was one, actually, on a side note too, man. Like, that was the very first restaurant I ever walked into with an artwork in my hand and said, I'm not going to even charge you guys. Can you just put this on your wall if you like it? And they say, yeah, we love it already. So no problem. I'll make sure we pass out your business card galore. And here I am just trying to get my name out to begin with. I'm like, this is awesome. So it started off with, like, that one was the very first one on a public wall.
What was that one that you did? Because I know what it was, but I want you to tell them what it was. Hey,
it's an Italian style restaurant. It has a beautiful decor and make you feel like you're in Florence, Italy to begin with. So I just took a huge chunk of old wood and carved out the whole country of Italy and Sicily, and just lit it up with some beautiful red lights behind it, and you got the whole country right there cut out in wood.
Yeah.
Came out cool.
I remember that. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I know what it was that you did for them. Like, and then you went back and did a whole nother piece. Didn't you do their name like behind? Like,
I didn't do that one. That was a different restaurant, but I did want to get back to them because they want to do something for their outside. So here we are. We're going to add some metal into the artwork so the LEDs will hit the metal behind instead of open air.
Yeah,
make it even reflect more.
Yeah, I'm like the cottage. I know you did the cottage, like you did.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones, man. That's a 9-footer.
Yeah, I'm like, there's so many pieces around town that, and the thing is, I'm sure some people don't even know that they're looking right now at the artist that put that on there. You know what I mean? That's what's cool.
Man. I'm never going to have like my picture next to a piece. I want you to just look at the art and then you'll figure it out if you go to the website. But it's just.
If you see that little stamp that's on the inside, you see that Steller S, you see that? That's your man's right there. That's your man.
That's the seal of approval.
All right. So yeah, definitely. I'm glad that you're doing well, man. I'm glad that things are continuing to progress in the business, because what it is that you guys were, like you said, when you first started it out, I remember, it being just palette work and you cutting cool designs in palette work and putting lighting behind it, and it continued to evolve and continue to evolve and continue to evolve. And I was like, man, this kid he's doing some things and I like it. And then you got the wifey going, and then she's got a great artist mind, and she's starting to do, certain things with the resin, and then you guys started putting things together, and man,
amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, Camden's going to start doing some crazy art.
Yeah, no, I know it's got to be coming. It's got to be coming. It's so cool. I'm so proud of you guys. So happy that you guys were able to, make a lifetime local business out of it. And
I can't believe it, dude. I closed my eyes, and next thing you know, I'm working on this is my 4th year full time. It's just amazing just to think of, because going through a pandemic and shit like that. But if you think about it too, man, I had to redirect my entire operation, because once everything shut down, that means every art show, every market, those were the first that got shut down.
Yeah.
So I really had to redirect everything to Instagram, social media, Facebook, even Etsy or something like that as well, Pinterest. But the thing is, I just thought, so everybody's at home, right? They ain't got nothing else really to do, so you're on your phone.
Everybody's scrolling.
Throw in a stimulus check, and next thing you know, people are ready to spend some money on something new.
That's true.
So I just try to really capture the moment with a lot of new pictures and eye candy on my account, just so people can kind of get the ideas. Look at your wall differently. Look past canvas. Start thinking at your kitchen countertop differently.
Yeah.
Pretty fun, man.
It's so cool. I wanna kind of. Right now. I'm gonna pop this up.
Yeah, let's scroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap into the page, because I do want you to talk about some of these pieces. I have both of your pages available, but I'm gonna click over to it now and kind of. Yeah. I don't know if you want to. I mean, this one just got posted today, right? Yeah.
That is a fresh example right there. What we're doing is that is going to be a serving tray, 18 inches wide, and if you think about it, that's sitting on a white non-stick surface. So when that's entirely done, I'm going to be popping that thing off that white, so it's going to be completely transparent. And that's an example right there what it looks like up close. So that's the white foam added to the epoxy resin to create that wave look, and with a little bit of a heat gun application, that'll create those cells. But it's really cool, man, when you think about it, because it's obviously going to be a really beautiful ocean, but it's a serving tray that's see-through. I mean, that looks like water.
Ah, that's so cool, man.
And that's a complete original idea. Nobody's got that one. Yeah. And if you actually, I don't have it right here in front of me. Do I?
You posted this office earlier that you and
man, that was a finished product. We finally got the pictures. That was another job for Ashley. She got hired to create that ocean resin on top of a computer desk top, and then right behind it is the matching credenza top. So it's kind of a continuation of the ocean right onto the other top.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, now you got your keyboards on the beach.
That's so cool.
Yeah, dude, that's a one of a kinder right there.
I don't know if you want me to hit certain ones. Do you want me to go at the table right here? Let's talk about this.
That's a monster, man. That's a monster. So look at that.
Yeah.
That's a custom piece. Look at the stingray in the middle of the lagoon right there. Boop.
That's cool.
So these are all crystals, as different colored assortment gems, some emerald, and right here towards the end, this is a stone flower.
Nice. I see it too. Yeah.
But if you look at it from the other angle, it's also a necklace. Big beautiful piece right there. That's rosewood.
So cool.
Yeah, man. Definitely a favorite.
Yeah, I love the table. Love the table. I know you had shown it on a different piece.
Picture right there a minute ago. That was a continuation. It looks like it was an infinity pool.
That's so cool.
Yeah, man.
I know this is I guess this is like one of the tents when you're setting up. This is what people can see when you come see you, correct?
You got it, man. So that's one of my booth displays right there, the right side wall. And in this example right here, I got on the right side, that's one of my, is the egret crane, but it's more like a sunrise feel. So here he is just sitting in the water. Got some nice little willows in the background, and all of that lights up at night with a backlit LED. And then those pieces in the middle, that's the live edge wall artwork that I'm trying to really specialize in. That's my favorite. So this is, once again, a chunk of raw wood, about 1.5 inches thick and 4 feet wide in this case. But in that, I'm just trying to create some imagery where I'm cutting out palm trees, and in the top one, that's an entire aquarium. So it's got multiple dolphin, octopus, koi, not koi, but some coral fish and other stuff like that. So
Can I click through it? Is there? Okay, you're showing lights.
There's one light there lit up. Look at that, man.
Yeah, that's so cool, man.
So you got an aquarium on your wall lit up with no maintenance.
I like this table that you just did. This is a pretty recent table too, right?
That was like a week ago. Look at that.
I remember watching. I think as I click through this, it'll show how you grinded it out. And
yeah, man, that's all hand routed right there. That whole octopus. So that's a really cool opportunity to get a chance to take something like, I don't know, any other logo or anything like that, and I'll just carve it into the wood, fill it up with that resin. And this is Ashley's silver that she made, so it's like a liquid metal, and then a big coat over the rest.
Yeah, I'm like, it looks like liquid metal. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, man.
Really like it. Really like it. Hold on, I'm gonna zap through and see, because I know
Monster.
that thing is a monster. Like, I can't even imagine how heavy these pieces are, dude. Like,
that piece honestly is like so much lighter than you would imagine. And that's the only way we got away with it for that usage as a pole base on a boat. There it is, man.
Those you digging that out? Yeah, I'm blowing it clean.
Boom. Halfway done. That's pretty cool, man. So that's a good example of what the wood starts off looking like with the rough. Yeah, man. And the other ones are just cool shots lit up at night.
I know this bar is pretty recent.
Yeah.
I know she was working on this one. That's
an awesome Ashley again on this one, man. Look at that. So that's a matching top as well for outside bar. Clean.
That's beautiful.
That was a concrete finish on that top one. So it's a really cool example of how you could take something like a concrete, smooth it down, add some filler, and make a smooth surface, and then pour.
Yeah.
Down there, man. That video of that one on the left side, top left.
Yeah, the one of the whole bar here.
Yeah, watch that video, man.
That video, because I know she's got some on her page too, and I'm gonna jump to her page as well, because I know it shows her working somewhat on this one. Like,
yeah, it should be in there. It should be.
Yeah.
Look at that beautiful piece, though.
That wood, that live wood is.
And that wood is extremely high end too, man. It's called camphor, but it's
live edges. Like, I love it.
How about that Grateful Dead piece?
Let's pop that up, because I know you did that with another artist, correct?
Yeah, Dave Blessed, or Blanche. I'm sorry, we call him Blessed. But sure enough, man, this is one of those examples of a collaboration. I did all the woodworking and the carving. My buddy did a really cool neon glow-in-the-dark paint, as you can see with this right here. So it's a real night and day difference artworks.
That's so cool.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how much more. Yeah, I'm like, I can.
It's an original concept, by the way, too.
I mean, beautiful, beautiful. I know you guys had done. She was doing the bar pieces. Here's another one of those trays, though, that you guys do have finished, right?
That was the very first one, yeah, man, for a little demo. Just kind of showing how it's see-through.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome too. I mean,
it's pretty wild, man. So
I liked it when I seen it earlier today. I was like, wow, look at that tray. I'm gonna go into the G7 that you developed here.
Look at that color. That's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, this is a custom made for my son right here. And it's if you can see it right there, it's got a G7, and it was funny because Tim and I had talked about it earlier in the week. And he was like, what's something cool I can do custom for him? And I was like, man, his little gig is G7. Like, that's always, his name is Gavin, and he always wears the number 7 for everything he does. And
I love it.
Tim came up with some, Tim came up with some coolness and put it together. And
let's do it.
Yeah, beautiful, man. I can't believe it. He's so excited. He loves that thing.
Silhouettes enhanced with LED lights.
Yeah, I'm like, I sent you the picture of it posted up in the background of him, and I think last week actually, or a couple of weeks ago, he was on here. Him and you were on here, and it's in the background of his.
Yeah. Look at that piece right there on the, yeah.
Is it this one, this table one here?
Look at that. It's almost completely see-through, right?
It's so crazy. So crazy. So cool.
Yeah, and let's say somebody had like a shell collection. They want to add it to the table. So just give it to us. Put a beautiful custom piece together.
I don't know if Ashley's around at all. I do want to. I was going to jump over to hers, but no, hold on. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, I'll take a look in there. I think she's with the kids, but nonetheless.
No. I mean, I wanted to kind of tap into hers as well, but
yeah. Let's do it.
Because I know that. Let me see.
The Steller Impressions is just a good site to go to because you can see purely resin, and then you can start really using your imagination. Because it's my little expression is from coasters to countertops, and you can go literally almost any direction with this stuff. So it's amazing.
Let's pop it back in here. Here's Steller Impressions. This is the bar that we were talking about earlier.
You got it, bro. There it is as a straight point.
And this is when they're sanding it and getting it cleaned off, ready to go.
You got it. There's a lot of work involved, but obviously there you go. Look at that start to finish. Boom. That was about that was roughly 7 days.
I believe it because it takes a long time to dry layer after layer of it. And
yeah, man, if you see that big tarp sheet behind there, man, that's the whole tent system we got to do. All hang it over all of the bar, obviously. So you're trying to eliminate so much dust and debris because it's a fluid pour. You're literally pouring this thick substance on top of this bar, so it's so vulnerable from bugs or even lizards. Yeah, look at that.
I know you guys just had recently done this table as well. Like I remember seeing this. I thought this was a great idea.
Yeah, dude. So everybody at the table's got a beach front seat, and then that center has a deep look to it. So you can go. I imagine like you were going, diving into there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, bro. Definitely a favorite.
Yeah, that's such a cool look.
36 inches wide, 4-seater.
Nice. That's perfect.
Right.
I don't know really the size of these. Were these like coasters or what were these?
Yeah, man. These are coasters poured over slate. So it's got a really cool like black rock feel to it, but that liquid pour right over top of it. So you connect all four and it makes like that little island. But man, she was just experimenting with some new colors on this one. And it's such a blast of like, ultra color. So it's almost like a nebula, if anything. But it's one of my favorites.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. Sold like in an hour.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I know you guys are doing the dog bowls. I think we talked about the dog bowls in episode 2.
Yeah, that's what's up.
It's still such a cool idea. I'm sure those still kill it.
I can't even make enough fast.
I bet. I'm sure those still kill it.
I'm almost thinking like I should just open up a booth just purely with those.
I like this table here. It kind of shows your guys' artwork.
Yeah, hey, here's the coolest part about that story. So that is actually a cap. So we put together that piece so it would literally fit on top of the existing table that they have that they don't like anymore. So it's like this is a custom fit to that table top and just fits like a hat.
That's so cool.
Yeah, man.
Nice and easy. Yeah, nice and easy. Just pop it right in.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Look at that.
I'm sure they're excited to have this piece, man. That's so cool.
Yeah, and that was actually that view right there is facing the new Margaritaville Hotel. So they went and had lunch at the bar, found out that we did the bar, and sure enough, we got that job.
So cool. Yeah. So we looked at, I guess, some of the pieces that both you and Ashley got going on. What are your guys' current situation with things and where are you guys looking to go in the future?
Yeah. So right now we're just basically trying to figure out the next big step as far as planning for the summer. We have a lot of upcoming art shows that are really brewing a lot of attention for, like, let's say North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia area. And I do a lot of beach and coastal artworks. We do a lot of that theme, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. So if I actually redirected it a little bit towards mountainous stuff, you'll notice that, especially in that most recent post with the 3 polar bears and the big mountain background, that's just a real go-getter. And I got a feeling if we took a trip up there and spent like 2 months, it'd be a really good, well-worth trip. So I'm just trying to really logistically plan out the next few, maybe 4 or 5 months. And at this point, every weekend we still do the market. You'll find us at the Sarasota Downtown Farmers Market on Main Street in Lemon, and that's from 7 to 1 o'clock. And then every Sunday, I go to St. Pete Beach at Corey Avenue, the beach market, and that's one of the best ones around. And that's a great chance to come by and just see all this artwork, ask any questions, get a chance to get price points. And if you have a custom request, even better, come over here and we'll just get a chance to make something really originally awesome for you. I mean, real deal.
That's the truth, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, hit him up. He's out there. I had a buddy like a week ago. He posted I was telling you about it earlier in the week. He had posted a barn door that was, live wood edges and had resin in the middle. And he was like, Tony, can't your boy do this? And I was like, yes, he can. Yes, he can.
It's going to be, like all that is cool because like everybody's got some attention towards that, which is only benefiting us because they're learning more about what live edge is, what resin is, how you can turn anything into something else. And that just feeds the hunger. People love it.
Yeah, no, they truly do.
Oh,
man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming on. I know you're a busy man.
I love it.
I know we've been, talking about everything. And always try to keep up with each other because I know you're so busy and you got, the artwork, the family, the boys, like.
It's a crazy little balance you got to play because, you're a family man, a go-getter, a hard worker, but you at the same time running a business from home. And then you really got to stop and think like, damn, don't burn yourself out, man. Try to enjoy it too at the same time. So that's what this summer is going to be really kind of like my new focus. Instead of just grinding so hard, just get a chance to take a month off maybe or something like that is really cool. Awesome. But once again, you run a business self-supporting yourself. You can't really take off too much.
No days off.
It's just, you can take orders all day, I guess, but it's cool. No complaint.
Enjoy it, man. I appreciate you, Timmy. You take care of yourself. I'm going to drop you backstage, do my little outro for the show and we'll chat here in a few, dude.
Thank you so much, man. Great to see you as always.
I appreciate you, big fella.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was Tim Steller, man, from Steller Artworks. Super proud of this guy. Totally appreciate him. He was busy today working until, 6 o'clock and was giving me a quick call like, hey, I'm on my way home. I'll get on with you. He was like, I do want to do the recap because we were chatting about the recap earlier and really wanted to do it again. I want to get some of the artists that I've had on previously as well and have them come on and talk about, what has transpired for them as well since being on the show because I think it's great stories. They enjoy what it is that they do. That's why they continue to do it. And we need to get out there and support them and respect what it is that they're doing. Cause I mean, it's not easy. He's working his tail off. And like he said, I mean, he gets no days off. He continues to bust his butt every day. He, provides for his family. He has fun with his kids and his wife. It's a family business. It's a family affair, and that's what it's about, So get out, support my boy Steller Artworks, Steller Impressions. Him and his wife Ashley are two great people. Love their boys, Camden, Colin. Loves the family, loves Steller. Always respect that guy. And everything he's done for both, in the business world and in our personal lives, because that's my man, So I do want to give a shout out today for Memorial Day is tomorrow coming up. Do want to show respect and thank all the soldiers out there that have given their lives for this country. It is a memorial for them that went out and fought for this country and try to defend what it is that we live for today, the things that we get to do, because without them, it wouldn't all be possible. So thank you so much. I totally appreciate you. Memorial Day. Respect you for that. With that being said, I want to go ahead and get my final quote of the night, and I'm going to get out of here. My final quote of the night is, don't limit your challenges, challenge your limits. Always go out there and try to break out the box that everybody put you in. Challenge yourself, work hard to get to the next day. With that being said, the business, let's be real, episode 25, over.